It is roughly 9,000 years ago, and a hunter is walking through a settlement when sunlight flashes from a black stone near a wall. He picks it up, turns it over, and suddenly sees a human face staring back. No glass, no camera, no front-facing mode designed to ruin his confidence before breakfast. Just a stranger who copies every movement perfectly. Does he drop it, attack it, worship it, or realize the impossible truth? That the person inside the object is him? What if ancient humans found a mirror? The surprising answer is that mirrors were not a single invention appearing overnight. Humans had already seen reflections in still water, but carrying your reflection changed everything. A mirror could become a grooming tool, status symbol, religious object, or evidence for a terrible scientific theory. Start with ancient Egypt, the civilization that could turn almost any household object into a luxury item, sacred symbol, and future tomb accessory. In Thebes, inside the tomb of a woman named Hatnefer, archaeologists found a copper alloy mirror dated to roughly 1492-1473 BCA. Its round disc had been polished until it reflected a softer, darker image than modern glass, and its handle carried the emblem of Hather, a goddess connected with beauty, music, love, and fertility. Egyptians used mirrors while applying cosmetics, arranging hair, and preparing for public life. But this was never just ancient bathroom behavior. A polished metal mirror required skilled casting, grinding, and constant maintenance, so owning one announced status. Hatnefer's mirror was placed inside her coffin with cosmetic objects and amulets, suggesting that appearance and identity still mattered beyond death. Imagine an ordinary farmer seeing one for the first time. Would some people have treated it as magic? Yes, they would. But after the screaming stopped, the value would become obvious. You could inspect wounds, clean your face, apply paint evenly, or discover that your ceremonial beard had been crooked through 3 harvest festivals. Now move to classical Greece, where mirrors became elegant objects and philosophers became incapable of leaving simple things unexplained. A bronze standing mirror from the mid-5th century BCE, now held by the Metropolitan Museum of Art, rests on a sculpted woman and was once surrounded by figures of love, animals, and possibly a sphinx or siren. It was not merely a reflective disc. It was furniture, sculpture, beauty technology, and social messaging welded into one expensive object. Greek mirrors were held by hand or placed upright, especially in elite homes, and their decoration connected appearance with desire, marriage, and feminine identity. Then Aristotle arrived, the ancient world's version of that confident dinner guest who explains everything before checking whether it is true. In his 4th century BCA work on dreams, Aristotle claimed that a menstruating woman looking into a polished mirror could leave a blood-colored cloud on its surface because vision acted outward upon the object. This was wrong, spectacularly wrong, but it reveals something important. Mirrors did not merely show faces. They forced ancient thinkers to ask how sight worked, whether images were real, and whether reflections carried physical power. A caveman might first fear another person. A Greek philosopher could stare at the same object and accidentally create centuries of unnecessary debate. Finally, consider Han Dynasty China, where a mirror could show your face on one side and explain the universe on the other. A bronze mirror from the 1st or 2nd century carries a design called a TLV pattern, a square earth aligned with 4 directions: circular heavens, calendar symbols, a cosmic ocean, and guardian animals including the dragon, tiger, bird, and intertwined turtle and snake. The reflective face was polished for personal use, while the decorated back transformed the object into a portable model of cosmic order. Hand mirrors could communicate wealth, good fortune, protection, and the owner's place inside a universe governed by directions, seasons, ancestors, and heavenly forces. That makes the first encounter more complicated than self-recognition. An ancient person might see a copied face, then flip the object and find a sacred diagram. The mirror would not feel like neutral technology. It would feel like a device connecting the body to the sky. Practical, symbolic, slightly intimidating. Basically the ancient equivalent of opening a smartphone and discovering both your selfie camera and the collected anxiety of civilization. Here is the modern contrast. The familiar silver-backed glass mirror is surprisingly recent. German chemist Justus von Liebig developed a chemical silvering process in 1835, meaning people had examined themselves in polished stone and metal for thousands of years before the modern bathroom mirror appeared. So what would really happen if an ancient human found a mirror? The first seconds might bring fear, confusion, or suspicion that someone was trapped inside. But curiosity would probably win. Humans test strange objects, copy patterns, show discoveries to others, and turn useful things into symbols of rank, beauty, religion, and identity. The mirror did more than reveal a face. It taught people that the self could be observed from the outside. And once that idea existed, appearance became something you could manage, judge, decorate, and even carry into the afterlife. The technology changed across Egypt, Greece, and China, but the deeper reaction remained familiar: fascination mixed with discomfort. Seeing yourself clearly has always been useful. It has never been completely comfortable. And the next time you check your reflection before leaving home, remember, you are performing a ritual older than most civilizations, just with better lighting.